I get 10 likes on this video, then I will up it to 10 colors and have ChatGPT choose 10 colors to create my eyeshadow look with. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Maddie, where I love to talk all things makeup, especially makeup tutorials, but today's video is a special makeup tutorial. Today I am letting ChatGPT choose my eyeshadow. As you can see, I already have my base all done and prepped, ready for this eyeshadow look that ChatGPT is going to give me. I have no idea what to expect, so I just went mostly neutral with my blush and my lips here. And we'll see what ChatGPT gives me, and then we'll create a makeup look with that. So without further ado, I'll put on here on the screen my prompts that I put into ChatGPT and what it gives me. So we're doing this in real time together. Let's see what ChatGPT has for us. Create an eyeshadow color palette from 5 different. Using 5 completely different colors, provide me with placement for each color to create the eye look. Let's see what it does. Okay, here's a bold and artistic 5-color eyeshadow palette with completely different colors, yet placed in a way that creates a cohesive eye-catching look. So we have coral, matte, okay, warm peachy orange, teal, plum, chartreuse, a yellow green, okay, and then champagne. So we've got some that are, very bold colors, and then others that are neutral, and let's see what it tells us where we should place it. So our coral shade is going to be our transition shade. And our teal shade is going to be our lid shade. Ooh, that's bold. And our plum shade is going to be our outer V and lower lash line. The chartreuse, which I don't even remember, it's a matte, vibrant yellow green. Okay, yellow green. That is going to be our inner corner pop. And then champagne is going to be our brow bone. So that's what it gives us. I think that's really not a bad look. I mean, really, this is gonna come together. It is a bold look, that's for sure. So I'm gonna go into my eyeshadow collection, and I'll come back with all of the many palettes I'm sure that these colors are gonna come from, and we'll put this eye look together. Okay, for those of you that are Natasha Denona eyeshadow lovers, you are going to love this look. I was able to pull together all of the colors, actually, and most of them are Natasha Denona, you guys. Most of them come from my Natasha Denona palette. So that just goes to prove, how well she curates her palettes. They're super high quality, like they're worth every penny. I love them. Really funny. I really tried to pull in my other eyeshadow palettes, but really these ones, they just had the best colors for this look. So without further ado, let's follow ChatGPT And I'm going to swatch these colors for you that I have and tell you from each of the palettes that they come from. You know, the other nice thing about Natasha Denona eyeshadow palettes, sorry, don't mind the computer fan that is like super loud right here, but she puts holes in the back so that you can pop each of these colors out. So really, like, you can curate your own palette and take it with you wherever you want. So these smaller ones, they don't have the holes in them to pop them out, but I'm sure you could take these out, you know, with a magnet or something like that. So the first shade that GPT gave us is Coral, a warm peachy orange shade. And for that, I immediately knew to grab my Natasha Denona Sunrise palette because it is beautiful and perfect. It's got all of these nice warm peachy orange shades. So there's like 2 different colors in here that we can use. The first one is called Morgan. So I'm gonna go ahead and swatch that for you. Nice creamy matte color. And I'm just gonna swatch it right here on my hand. Yeah, I think that's gonna be our color right there. I was gonna go with another one, but I think the other one would be just too dark and just more of like an orange, straight up orange. We don't want that. So that's gonna be our transitions shade. And then it says to use Teal, a shimmer, and this is going to be, they describe it as a deep ocean blue green with metallic shine, and this is going to be our lid color. So for that, I grabbed my ColourPop High Tide palette. Absolutely stunning, totally perfect for this look. And let's see, deep ocean blue green. I think the first one, the one that's really gonna match this is Must See right there. I'm gonna go ahead and swatch that. This might not be as deep blue as maybe ChatGPT was thinking, but ooh, that is the color we are going to be using. So fun times ahead. I'm gonna do this more often. Let me know down in the comments if you know, I should do more looks, having ChatGPT choose my eye looks for me. Okay, next is going to be our plum shade, and this is a rich deep purple. I had several different options. I also had to look up this color because I had this image of what plum was in my mind, but then my mind started like wandering, like, no, it's a little more red, and then I was like, well, I think it's really purple. So I had to look it up and really verify. So this came from my Natasha Denona Mini Love palette, and we're going to be using this, yep, that deep purple shade right there. And this color is going to go in our outer V, is what ChatGPT told us. So I do really love this color. I think it really does deepen that outer V super nicely. Okay, then we're coming in with our chartreuse color. This is matte, and it's supposed to be a vibrant yellow green. And I knew the palette that I immediately was going to grab, and that is my Natasha Denona Pastel palette. First of all, this palette is just beautiful. Like, it reminds me of cotton candy. It's yummy, and that color story is so fun. Don't always know what to do with it, but it's so fun. And I'm going to be coming in with the color Zest. That's my best yellow green color that I've got. And this color is supposed to go in our inner corner. I think that's what it said, right? Yep, that's supposed to be our inner corner pop. Okay, and then our last and final color, it is Champagne. This is supposed to be our brow bone highlight. This is coming from my Natasha Denona I Need a Nude palette. Again, another beautiful palette. I've used this one many times in videos, and I'm going to be coming in with this color right here that is called Sheen. So this one is perfect because it is very sheeny, and it's like kind of see-through, but also like shimmery. So this is the color palette that we are going to be creating this eyeshadow look following ChatGPT. So let me wipe this off my hand and then we'll get into it. Okay, so I have with me all of my eyeshadow brushes here, some of them dirty, some of them clean. That way we know, I have every single brush on hand that I need to create this look. But first, I'm supposed to be coming in with Morgan on a big fluffy brush in my crease. So let's choose this one. And I'm just gonna, I've already primed my lids. I got a mirror right here. And I don't want to go too heavy, like whoop, that's already kind of getting heavy there. You know what palette, actually, this peachy shade made me think of when ChatGPT gave it to me, is ColourPop, what is it, Baby Got Peach? I'll put that up on the screen here. I had that palette for a little bit, but boy, that is a punchy, peachy palette. So, it was fun though. That was back when I didn't quite know how to mix colors or really eyeshadow. So it would be fun to have now. Okay, so because I have hooded eyes, I brought that above my crease, just like I always do, and in my crease. Now, we're gonna go in with our teal shade all over our lid. And for that, I'm going to grab this flat shader brush here. Okay. I'm gonna put this all over. Wow, that is a look. You know, this is, it's giving me like Pinterest vibes. I spent hours looking on Pinterest and being so inspired by all of those looks. You know, I am so glad that I was able to pull in this one ColourPop palette with all of my Natasha Denona palettes here, because ColourPop really can compete with Natasha Denona on quality as well as pigment, as you can clearly see here. They just really knock it out of the park for budget-friendly eyeshadow looks. I'm not gonna bring that above my crease because it is such a vibrant color. And if I start mixing it with that coral, I'm gonna get green. I don't quite want that. And really, it's such a vibrant color that it's shining through all on its own. It does not need to come above my crease or anything. It doesn't need help. Okay, so we've got that. Now we're gonna come in with our plum and we're gonna do outer V. I think I wanna place this first and then I'm gonna blend it out. So I'm gonna use two different brushes here. I'm gonna use my rougher brushes. I'm first gonna use this pencil brush and then I'll use this blending brush. Just that way I can get the placement down and then blend it. Because this is supposed to be outer V. Ooh, that's a lot. Okay. So outer V. Let me bring my mirror in closer. I mean, purples and blues, they match so well together and are just a beautiful combo. I don't normally do an outer V. Well, I guess I kind of do. Whoops. This isn't so much a V. Maybe I won't need to come in with that blending brush. I think just placing it is all I need to do here. Okay, I think I got this eye down pretty well. This one got a little messed up. Oh, that one did too. That's okay. It's really for, because you do have to tailor this to your own eye shape. Okay, and this is also supposed to come under my eye for depth, dimension, and interest, and tying it all together. Yeah, there you go. I think that one brush did it just perfectly, just fine. Okay, now for the inner green pop of highlight. Alright, here we go. Okay. That's kind of cool. Kind of cool. I don't know if the coral is my favorite. I mean, it does work. It does work pretty well as a good neutral transition shade for this very colorful look. But I actually really like that green with the teal. And then of course, you know, the plum is looking absolutely beautiful. Okay, and now we're gonna come in with that sheen color. I'm gonna come in with another tinier brush, pencil brush. Use that for my brow highlight. And I'm just gonna pop that right there. I'm gonna go ahead and put on, you know what, I think I'm going to take that small fluffy blending brush and I'm going to blend that just a little bit. There we go, so we don't have such a harsh line between the transition and that plum. And I didn't put anything on my brush at all. My brush was just totally plain and then blending that. Yeah, that's looking a lot better. But I'm going to bring it back in just a little bit here. And then I'm gonna kind of blend this down here. I'm gonna go ahead and put on some mascara. I'm gonna do the top and I'm gonna do just the outer third of my lashes. Okay, mascara is all on. Just inspecting, I had a little bit of fallout just from that plum shade, but that's, you know, to kind of be expected. I was really packing that on there. Really glad I went super neutral and very light with my blush and my lips. Otherwise, this would be, wowza look. I have not done a colorful look like this in a long time. This is definitely out there. Really fun, super unique color story. One that I wouldn't have put together myself, but you know, it took 5 different shades, 5 different colors, put them all together, put them in a cohesive look, and just really fun. Like I can't stop looking at the teal and the bright green pop like that. That's the funnest part for me, just where like, whoop, right there. If you want to see another video like this, where ChatGPT chooses my eyeshadow look and, you know, maybe we'll up it to 10 colors. If I get 10 likes on this video, then I will up it to 10 colors and have ChatGPT choose 10 colors to create my eyeshadow look with. But as always, you know, if you like this video, give it a big thumbs up. We want to get to those 10 likes so that we can have ChatGPT choose 10 eyeshadow colors to create the next eye look with. And especially please subscribe so I can continue creating more awesome content like this for you guys. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye!